And we're back. Start of the season now. And you know we're looking forward to first Siege game of the year. Welcome all. Yeah, we're excited. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm excited for this season and everything that has to come with it.
Yeah, new updates, new changes to Siege. We've got a Fortress map rework that's coming, or that is here already. And it's in the comp map pool now. So Skyscraper went out, which is a little bit different. Oh, don't know what happened there. So a small change, to say the least, and we'll see what maps here we get here in a minute. And we're going to be on Fortress to start new rework here against the University of Nebraska, I believe. And we're going to look at the teams here in a short moment once we get through the ban phase. And to start, we'll see Miro and Blackbeard. The first one's banned. Probably a target ban from Wittenberg. They probably see the University of Nebraska play a lot of Blackbeard, so if I would imagine that's a target ban. And we'll see what's next off the board here. Ace and Kaid. Okay, two smart bans for both schools here, both teams. And we'll see what we've got cooking on defense. Looks like we're going to the second floor, bathroom and commander's office. Interesting pick here from Killa on Siege, picking the Thorn. Thorn with a new update. I think she has more of her traps, and they take less time to deploy. So it'll be interesting to see what goes on here. We'll run through the lineups here for the University of Nebraska. We've got Knight 464, Womp Womp, Laser Raids, SMU Galt, and if I can see it, Koniki. I think it's
Koniki, yeah.
Is how you say that. And we'll have Witt AR-15 from last season, MST, a new addition. Killa, I believe, also a new addition this season. Simmer, who we know, and Meatstick 03 back here again for another season. You know, it's going to be interesting to see how Wittenberg defends this new map, and we'll see how this game plays. You know, I haven't seen anything about this map really this season. I think it's fairly popular in pro play, but we'll see. We'll see AR-15, of course, roaming like he likes to do. We'll see him on the vigil fairly often, I'm sure. MST playing a Rooney, Killa on Thorn, Simmer on the Azami. Very, very big player here. Could be very helpful. And Meatstick on mute, kind of anchoring this team down on site. On attack, we'll see Thatcher, Dokubi, Twitch, Grim, and Nomad. So we'll see what both teams decide how to play or figure out how to play this map. Like I said, there's no previous season to go off of on this map. It's new to comp, so we'll see exactly how they decide to go about it. We see Thatcher's rework here. Came in last season with the launcher. Oh, we see Witt AR take one down, takes down the Dekebi here. I'm not really sure where it came from, how he did it, but he's got one. First kill on the board, and he's left. He's gone. I don't know why. But it's a quick start for Wittenberg here, and it's a good start to say the least. We'll see if anyone decides to peek that breach here. We see the Grims go live. Just under 90 seconds. We see SMU Galt pick up MST now. See the C4 go. Nothing there. Meatstick getting pinged by the Grim ability here. They're in. I don't know if he knows that. They're in. Picks up one. Or Laser Raid picks up one. Connie picks up Meatstick. Diffuser is going down. Are they going to stick it? They are. And Knight picks up Killa. AR-15 kind of left alone here in a 1v4. SMU is down. I wonder if they'll go for the revive. They are. They know where he is now. He's getting pinged, and Laser Raids picks up AR. We'll see this kill on the replay here. Yeah, just good aim from, I think it was Knight. I could be wrong. We'll see if we are going to take a timeout to see if we can get him joined back. But yeah, no, not a bad first round from Wittenberg. Not a poor start, you know, with AR picking up the kill early, but it was just once the diffuser got down, everyone just kind of lost their way a little bit, and you know, we look forward to the next round. First round of the season, it's not a bad start.
Not a bad start at all. A lot of unfortunate sequences there.
Yeah, just kind of siege timing is what we
Siege
call
timing.
it. Look away at the wrong time and
Yeah.
get picked off there, and you know that'll happen. I think with MST and Killa being relatively new to the team, and communication maybe not being there as chemistry is building. So we'll see what goes on. We see the Womp back in the game now. Yep. They're going to go back to the same site they were, changing up the strat a little bit. Keeping some operators, changing it up a little bit. AR-15 now going on Clash instead of the Vigil, so no roaming here, you would think. But with AR, you never really know. MST playing the Aruni again, Killa on the Thorn. Simmer playing the Malusi, which could do really well in combination with Thorn. And then Meatsteak playing the Capcan. Capcan, always a safe pick to try and slow the attackers down. Looks like Womp is going to switch off the Doke onto the Deimos. Maybe look to find those roamers, but I'm not sure there's going to be many. Knight onto the Thermite. Laser Raids on Twitch. SMU Gult on the Grim, and then Kaneki on the Nomad again. Action phase, here we go. Attackers released. Deimos only picked up Clash and Malusi, it looked like. So only able to track those two now. We'll see how they go about doing this. We got one looking for maybe a little bit of a freebie there. Not quite. SMU Cult droning out AR on the Clash. Drone spotting him pretty easily. I think AR is going to just try and absorb time, absorb the hits, and try and distract as much as he can. Womp picks up Simmer now. What's a headshot? AR just kind of sitting in this room here, just keeping their attention on him.
Chewing up the clock there.
MST picks up Womp. Actually, the air jab's gonna go off. And Kaneki picks up AR through his shield. Kaneki taking damage from that Thorn. Now we see him unable to sprint for a while. I'm not sure if it's the rest of the round or what, but MSG with good aim on Galt picks up one. Can he pick up a second? He does. Picks up Knight with a triple kill this round. Could pick up a fourth here. Maybe even the ace. Killer kind of on his back. Not really holding a different angle. Not exactly what you want to see, but they have diffuser. It's been dropped by the attacking team. MST picks up a quad. Can he pick up a fourth or a fifth? Kaneki picks him up, gets the refrag. It's up to Killa now. He's got to stay live, hold an angle here. He's going to get droned out. He's just got to stay alive, absorb the time. He's got 15 seconds to go. Shouldn't swing it. Wait for him to swing. And it's good aim, and Killer picks up the round. It's 1-1 for Wittenberg. MST putting in a big shift on that round, picking up 4.
The team on his back right there.
Yeah, I mean, what a round from Wittenberg there, and we'll see.
Absolutely.
We'll see him now switch it up, go to dorm games, and we'll see how Nebraska decides to attack this. Now, what's interesting is because of the whatever the reason is, Womp Womp left the game. The University of Nebraska had to take a timeout, and they don't get one for the rest of the map. So it'll be interesting to see if there's a momentum shift, into Wittenberg's favor. They can't take a timeout and try and change up the rhythm or anything. So we'll see what goes on. We'll see how that affects them later on. But we'll see how they decide to set up. We see a similar setup to where we did in the last map. With operators, we got AR on the Vigil, MST on the Rooney, Killa on a Frost, Simmer on Azami, and then Meat Stick playing the Wall Denial, playing the Bandit, which on this site I think is crucial. We see Womp on a Gridlock, Knight on a Thermite, Laser on Twitch, Galt again on Grim, and then Kaneki on Ash. So we'll see exactly what happens here, what this round is going to look like. Again, new map, new reworked map this season, and we see Twitch picking up a Bandit charge already, and he's going to ping. Thermite's going to ping a Frost Mat. See if he can get Twitch to destroy it, but we'll see. Lots of drones, not really a way to get rid of them. A possible option could be Mozzie. He's got his super shorty back. Another change to operator. But we'll see exactly how Wittenberg go about this. Seems like they're already in the building. 2 minutes to go, and Galt picks up Meat Stick there at a pretty tight angle there. Now Wittenberg can't really panic going down to 1 early. Kaneki picks up Simmer. Looks like they're going to get the wall. And Galt goes down to AR. Was taking some damage. I'm not sure exactly from what, but was picking up some damage there. Probably from the Gridlock if I had to guess. 4v3 now. Got one. Won't be able to get the kill or the finish. And Kaneki picks up Killa now.
Kaneki with the double kill there.
Yeah, he's on 2. MST taking some damage, lands some hit onto Kaneki, picks him up for his 5th kill of the round. He's going to have to shoot those Gridlock traps. Make sure he doesn't want to step on them and take the damage. MSG doing well to slow him up, but AR's got to do something and rotate back to site because MST's going to get hit, and Womp Womp's going to go down or pick up a kill, and AR's going to pick up a kill onto Womp Womp. Excuse me. Now that's Diff down. Diff has been dropped by the attack, so with AR just needs to hold an angle, make sure he doesn't peek anything he doesn't need to, and just kind of watch the diffuser. And Laser's going to pick him up. He's going to pick up a diffuser and pick him up at the same time. Good angle, good aim, good enough aim. And with those DMRs in this game are very, very frustrating to play against, I will say. I'm sure you have some experience with that. And
a little bit. It's not fun to be on the receiving end of a DMR. No. That's for sure.
Just with the damage output and how quickly you can fire it, it is frustrating.
Absolutely.
Next round of bans, we'll see him go. And it's going to be Azami and Thermite here, which is interesting because I don't think the Azami, at least played by Simmer, so far has been that overly effective. I would imagine the Vigil would have gone, or maybe the Aruni. Just in terms of kills, those two have gotten more and maybe been a little bit more effective. So we'll see now what Wittenberg decided to do. Maybe switch up a site. I'm not sure. No, they're going games dorm again.
Laser seems to be very comfortable on that Twitch pick.
I'm not. Yeah, Galt with the. I mean, a lot of these looks like a lot of the operators haven't really changed much.
Not much.
Knight switching off the Thermite onto Habana just because there's no hard breachers left.
Yeah.
But we see Womp switch off Doke onto a Capital, which could be helpful, and then Killa still on that Ash. Looks like Womp's kind of playing a little bit. Oh, Womp back to Doke. Looks like Womp's playing maybe a bit of a flex, while the other four are pretty
locked in with their picks for the rounds.
For sure. Heading into round 4, 2-1 to the University of Nebraska, who have cleverly nicknamed their team the Cobnobbers, which is a little bit interesting. I won't say it's false, but we'll see how the University of Nebraska decides to attack this. AR, MST, Killa, Simmer, Meatstick on your Wittenberg team. If you've just joined us, 2-1 in favor of Nebraska. AR playing the Vigil, MST on the Yaruni, Killa on the Thorn. Simmer, the only one who really switched onto the mute off his Aruni pick. So we'll see how he goes about this round. And AR's going to pick up one early. Can he pick up a second one? He's going to get droned out here. He's going to have to rotate out there. But that's a good start for Witt.
AR is sitting very comfortable with that roam and getting that one pick on those stairs.
He does. And we do see Knight, I believe, with the newest, I guess, DMR. We do. Yeah, a new weapon there. I believe it was last season. So we'll see how he goes about using it. AR Larkin trading some shots there. Nobody really gets hit by it. MST and Killa staying close together here. Not really what you want. And, players holding the same angle. Meatstick on this team last year. Can he pick up a kill? First kill of the season for him in that Black Ice. When those calls go out, it is really annoying because not only does it give the sound cue away, but it takes away your cameras and all that stuff, so you really get no intel during the duration of the call. So looks like they got the wall denial off the wall. We see Kaneki making sure no one's coming up those stairs. They are going to pick up the wall now, at least partially. Oh, Meatstick picks up Womp Womp, but Laser picks up Simmer, and Knight picks up Meatstick there. Good angle, good peek. Knight taking a lot of damage from AR there. Not sure how he's alive, but looks like if he gets breathed wrong or breathed in a wrong. Oh, AR
Nice
with a
pick
good
from
pick.
Yeah.
Or a Laser with a good pick
with
onto
a good
AR,
pick,
excuse me.
yeah.
Kaneki picks up MST.
One-on-one situation.
Killa versus Kaneki here. Kaneki's got.
Kaneki's very low.
Yeah, he's out a little bit less than half.
Not a lot of time.
6 seconds. He's going to have to get the plant down or get the kill. And he's going to get the kill. Kaneki picks up Killa. Clutch in the round there for Nebraska. Just able to find where he was and pick him up fairly easily.
Nebraska's looking very comfortable with what they're doing. I don't know what Wittenberg has to change for communication, maybe. But we got to figure something out. Oh, we're on timeout.
Yeah, timeout by Witt. We'll see a 40-second timeout go. We're going to look at the scoreboard here. Kaneki on 7, Laser on 6, Knight, MSU, and Womp all on 2, MST on 6, Witt on 4, Witt AR on 4, AR 15 on 4, excuse me. Meatstick on 1, Killa on 2, and Simmer on 0. Having a bit of a rough start to the season. He's going to want, to pick up some kills and help his team out here if he can. Overall, not bad rounds for Wittenberg at all. I think they're just kind of losing a little bit in that kind of final moments where it gets down to the 1v1 or diffuser's about to go down. They need to just take a breath, calm down, and close it out. We saw the last 2 rounds go that way. So
I still like the Vigil pick for Witt or AR-15. Everything's looking good. Look like they changed to a Valk here. Do like the Valk. Yeah. pretty sure Killer's back on the Frost if that's what the last pick that were.
Yeah, Killer's back on the Frost, and we'll see Meatstick switch off the wall denial and go, like you were saying, onto the Valkyrie. And, you know, what that can do for Wittenberg is huge. And just feed them valuable intel. Which might, I mean, it could definitely help them, for sure. It should definitely help them. Now, we see the same lineup from Nebraska as we saw last round. Like you were saying, very comfortable in what they're doing, very comfortable in their picks.
Really sticking to that bread and butter combo that they have going.
Absolutely, for sure.
It's going to suck having that Doka being going into that Valk. You know, Valk's going to be denied some of that intel.
For sure. So we'll see exactly how Wittenberg decided to play this. Now, of course, with Simmer playing mute, while the call is active, if you step within range of a mute jammer, it'll end the call. So if Meatstick is going to sit on site, he can just end the call kind of whenever he wants, where the mute jammers are. We'll see trading some shots. Laser looking to pick up one. Sees Simmer just kind of up and down. He can't get the kill. He's going to get him now. Laser, the tough angle there. Simmer really not sure where he was coming from, but it looks like he was getting pushed from two sides. That wall completely soft. Not reinforced at all.
Laser with the 7th right there.
Meatstick knows one's there. Can't do much about it. Here come the calls. You kind of keep picking up NMST now. You see AR still rotating underneath. And it looks like, you know, ARs are really not, they're really not targeting him at all. They're just kind of focusing on the objective, letting the roamer kind of, you know, rotate and do whatever he wants.
I do really like that about Nebraska. You know, even though that they're up right now, they're still sticking to their fundamentals and taking it slow and not rushing things.
That's the thing.
Sloppy.
That's for sure. You know, taking it slow is huge. Not rushing, obviously not wasting time either. Killer picks up one on the Womp, and they're gonna get the diffuser down here. We'll see what AR can do now. Lurking here, kind of behind, picks up
Nice
one on the
pick.
night. Kaneki picks up Killa, and as he picks up, could be big.
Could be huge. You saw him.
He saw him. He's got to. If I were him, I'd reload your primary there, AR.
Absolutely.
Tough angle.
Really tough.
Just unlucky there.
Just unlucky.
Heard him moving, tried to move in and get the kill, but
We saw that little foot right there.
yeah, that's what put him off. Yeah. 4-1 to Nebraska. Heading into round 6. You know, last round before the switch. You know, if you're new to the stream, you're new to watching, you know, Comp Siege, 6 rounds are played, then a switch from attack to defense, go through another 2 bans, and then, you know, if it's needed, they'll head into overtime, which each team will play an attack and a defense round, and then if needed, I believe a 15th round is played, if my math is correct, where one team gets offense, one team gets defense, and that'll be the decider if we get there. Right now, looking very comfortable for Nebraska here. We'll see what Wittenberg can do to kind of stop the bleeding here, heading into the switch.
AR-15 back on the vigil. I like the switch. He switched back. Simmer went back to Capcan. And, yeah, just changing up things, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't.
And the first game of the season, right? I mean, you kind of have to find what everyone's comfortable with, what everyone's, you know, like you were saying, what their bread and butter combo is. And Kayla switching on to Barao, and that could be important to stop the walls going as fast as they do, maybe. But we do see Womp playing a blitz, which is incredibly frustrating to play against. Now, with a cap can, they might be able to do, they might be able to slow him down and make sure he's more cautious, but, I mean, blitz is just insanely annoying to deal with, for sure. Simmer looks like he was taking some damage from here, from Kaneki. MST putting some damage on SMU, but I'm able to get the pick. I wonder if he doesn't know. We do, which is something we always say. We can see, but of course they can't. I wonder if they were able to, I think it was MST to go through the drone hole and maybe shoot the feet of one of the attacking operators. I mean, that is just incredibly frustrating to see. You see a blitz playing the way he is, just kind of leaning, being a shield. Being a shield. I mean, is the gist of it. Is incredibly frustrating. When you see the shield leaning and you have someone shooting over his shoulder, it is annoying to play against for sure.
They do get the diffuser down here.
The diffuser's down, which is not what you want if you're Wittenberg now. Womp is on incredibly low health. SMU's going to pick up AR, and there's everyone, kind of simultaneously there. 5-1 heading into the switch, not at all where Wittenberg want to be. If it's 4-2, it's a little bit easier. 3-3 obviously is good. And then anything you're ahead by is fantastic. But 5-1 down, heading into 2 rounds to match point. It's not where you want to be. But we'll see what Wittenberg decided to ban here and how their attacks go. This might be just an attack-sided map, just how it's set up. So we'll want to see how Wittenberg attack and how they go about it. Prep phase goes, and we'll see exactly, how Wittenberg could go to attack. Looks like they're bringing a Grim, Nomad, Thatcher, Dokubi, and the Thermite. On defense, we've got Womp playing Warden, Knight playing Castle, Laser on the Mute, Galt on the Thorn, again, updated Thorn, and Kaneki on the Ella. It'll be interesting. What did Kaneki bring? All right, now he's got his pistol out, so I'm not sure. If I had to guess, he probably brought the Scorpion SMG opposed to the shotgun. Yeah, he did. Which I don't know if you were there when that weapon first came out. No, a limited recoil, fast fire rate, and like a 50-round mag, and it was absurd to play against for sure. A little bit different now, of course, but still very viable as an option here on defense. But we'll see exactly how they go about it, and see if Wittenberg can pick up an extra round here after the switch. They are droning in. Nomad here is huge. Protecting against any rotates here. Me6 gonna get in there, take a hit from the Ella mine. Looks like they are going to get the wall open here. You see the C4 get thrown. Doesn't look like it went off. Or if it didn't take anybody with it. Looks like Whitmer's going to get the other wall here.
There is some damage on Meat Stick over there.
For sure, and it looks like we see Meat Stick and AR peek at the same angle here. Womp picks up Simmer here on that rotate. Meat Stick picking up Knight with a good frag.
Good aim there by Meat Stick.
Oh, something goes off. I'm not sure what it was, but maybe it's that Thorn Trap. And Gulp picks up Killa. Meat Stick is down. MST is... Looks like it's just... Ooh, yeah, it's just going to be AR here. If he can't get Meat Stick up. Yeah, SMU Gulp picks him up. Meat Stick looks like he went down to a C4. So 6-1.
I think it was from underneath.
Oh, you know what? It probably could have been for sure. I didn't even think about that.
Saw the ground around him was gone.
Yeah. Looks like that. Looks now like they're going dorm games. On match point, heading into the next round. And we see Killa play the blitz, as I had mentioned, very annoying to play against. But we'll see what looks like. Not too much to slow the blitz down, except maybe that castle could be key there. Womp on the bandit, Knight on the castle, laser on the smoke, Gult on the Aruni, and then Kaneki playing the... Oh, come on. Alibi, that's the one. Thank you. Forgot for a second. AR under the Buck, Dokubi, or MST on the Dokubi, Killa on the Blitz, as I had mentioned, Simmer on the Zofia, and Meat Stick on Maverick. A little bit of a different look here for Wittenberg. Not a direct hard reacher outside Mav, so it'll be interesting to see how they work that in. We see Wamped prep the barricade there. We see one come up the stairs here. Yeah, getting pinged by the camera from AR is not good. Maybe looking to shoot that gas to get a kill, but Womp's picks up AR there, rotating underneath. MST here just kind of waiting for someone to peek it. Don't think anyone's coming. And it looks like the Mav is gonna be put to use here. There goes the smoke. Gonna keep the blitz back. Misha's gonna crack that open. Misha's gonna pick up Kaneki. Good frag, probably through the Maverick hole. Now getting pinged by the alibi. Knight goes down to MST. Womp goes down to Simmer, picking up a... Killer picks up one. I did not even notice that. See a flash go out. Womp low. SMU low. But Womp gets him through his own Maverick hole, and
I think that's Womp
that's
with
unlucky.
the 4K.
Yeah, that's a little unlucky there for Wittenberg.
For sure.
7-1 heading into the next round. I mean, we'll see what happens in the next one. Konecki picking up the MVP spot. We'll take a look at the scoreboard here. 12 kills for Konecki. SMU with 7. 9 for Womp. 7, and then 4, I believe, was the last one. But we'll head into the next map here, and we'll see exactly what goes on. Not sure where the next map is, but either way, I mean, it'll be interesting. First round of the season. What are your thoughts?
I think Nebraska knows what they're doing. Offense, defense. I think we just need to. I know we got some new guys on the team, and we just gotta work on that communication and get all that stuff out. And I think we've got some guys, and we're picking up picks here and there, but we just need to be a solid team. And I feel like there might be a communication problem.
I think that's true. And I think first game of the season, it's tough. If you don't really know, what the strategies are yet, you're not used to them, and that's very true. I will say, having been experienced with the team, as a substitute, the strat book is intensive, and so trying to learn it all, memorize it all, eventually they'll get it down and they'll get it in, grind it into their bones, right?
Yeah,
into
absolutely.
their muscles, and they'll figure it out and they'll know it. You'll drop them 2 years later, and boom, they'll be ready to go. So we'll be good here. I don't know if Mr. Executive Producer back there knows if we're gonna take a short break or not, or if we're just gonna jump into the next one. Anything over there, Executive Producer, sir? Any update if we're gonna do like a small break or anything, or if we're just gonna jump straight into it? Okay, so usually we will do a small break here for maybe about 5 minutes before the next map starts. Give you guys a break at home, give these guys a break on the game, and we'll see you back here in a few minutes. All right, we're back onto a map we see fairly regularly, or having this season. Everyone, and nice in chat. Good luck, have fun. Everyone's happy. Everyone's happy to be here. Wittenberg, and as you can see, the blue team, nicknamed Cobb Numbers, that is Nebraska. Here onto Border. Now, a map we're much more used to. We see Ace and Mira both go in the first round. A fairly standard ban there. Usually Ace and Mira are the first ones off the board. We'll see what happens next. It'll probably be Cade if I had to guess. It will be, and then Ram, which is an interesting pick. It's not. It's excuse me. The second floor or the first floor objectives aren't utilized, I don't think, as much as people think. At least in my experience here watching the games. I think there's 3 first floors, and you really only see the one, maybe 2 if that is needed. But usually this first floor or the second floor objective is the one to stay on if you can. But with as much as destructible ceilings and or floors there is in this map, not a bad idea to ban the Ram at all. For those of you who are new and don't know what a lot of these abilities are, if you haven't played the game in a while or whatever, Ram's ability, she has this little, so it's not little, it's like a little Roomba that she kind of throws, and it'll tear up any destructible surface it either sitting on or goes through, whether that's a barricade, soft wall, or soft floor. Hatches as well. So we'll see. Or I guess we won't see that. While at least Nebraska's on defense here. As you can see, no changes to either lineup here, but we got Womp on the Capcan Laser playing the Rooney, SMU on the Jaeger, Knight on the Capcan, and Kaneki on the Ella. We saw Kaneki on the Ella last round, or last map, excuse me. And we see Laser pick up Meat Stick early. I did not even notice that. Meat Stick goes down, which is hard. There goes the hard breacher. But Simmer picks up Laser, gets the refrag, and is trying to get that barbed wire, and it cannot seem to go, and now it does. Looks like there's nobody. There is somebody sitting in Archives, I believe. And AR picks up Womp. Gets the cam too. He's gonna bust in here, looking for Capcan traps. Isn't gonna see any, I don't think.
There goes the calls out from Dokeby. It's looking good for Witt. We're picking up the pace, getting some kills early on.
It looks like this. So the pocket hard breachers are going. Good for Wittenberg to have those in their back pocket, because without them, SMU almost sold. Got the kill onto AR. Almost lost that gunfight, having the advantage there. Kaneki picking up MST, and now he's going to rotate down away from sight. 3v2 now. Killa and Simmer, last one's alive. Knight looking to just kind of spray through the wall there. Kaneki back on the site. Simmer picks up Knight. And Killa picks up Kaneki.
Now it's just gold.
Just going. He's going to pick up Simmer with a good frag. Good aim.
Coming down to the one-on-one. Galt and Killa.
Just over 20 seconds to go. He's going to jump in here. He's on bomb chassis. That's a tough one. That's a tough loss for Killa there. Almost got it. Yeah, unfortunately, just not enough time, I don't think. A little bit more time, maybe he wins that. But round 1 of map 2 goes to Nebraska here.
I like seeing Kaneki back on that Ella. Really did good on the last map. Seems like still doing good. Yeah, and looks like Witt's picking up a little bit.
Yeah.
Getting some early on kills and coming down to that one-on-one at the end and just couldn't pull through.
For sure.
I like what I'm seeing.
Yeah, it looks like Simmer back in the kills now. Something we expected to see last round, but maybe due to the fact it's a new map, new strat, whatever, new angles you're not used to. Maybe that's why he wasn't there, but we see some switches on from the attacking side. AR switching to a Fuse, Simmer down to a Buck, and Killa onto a Brava. Meat Stick on Aurora is an interesting pick. I like it. It'll be interesting to see how she's used. Excuse me. For those of you who aren't aware, you know, with some of the new ops and some of the different games people play, common question is, you know, is there any like friendly fire or anything? Because in some games there is, some games there isn't, and in some games there's both, depending on what game mode you're playing. And in Siege, more often than not, there is. I think the only time there isn't is if you're playing a quick match, but any other time there is absolutely friendly fire. So assuming, we see SMU looking to pick one onto, I believe that was Meat Stick there, on that west balcony, or that balcony. Maybe it's Killa, actually, now looking at it. We see Kaneki with a good angle through the floor. Cell phones go out. Gate gets picked up by Simmer. He's downed. It looks like there's a laser below him trying to get a kill through the floor. Trying to save him, but Gate goes down. When Simmer
He traded.
Okay, they traded.
They traded.
Okay, I was gonna say, I didn't even notice he was dead, but look, we'll see AR now with the Fuse, maybe trying to get a kill now. Aurora's going down. Looks like they're gonna maybe try and get the vert play. Oh, looks like they're gonna try and get Hatch. Okay, so it looks like this is gonna be their way in. Hatch is open into server. Laser sitting there now. And it looks like AR is going to pop the Fuse charge and the pocket hard breach. On Killa, going to get picked up by Kaneki here. Kaneki throwing a vibe alarm there, or a proxy alarm, excuse me. And this hallway is not as safe as people think it is. AR's got to back up here and take some time. Womp goes down to Meat Stick there. 3v3 is a good frag. Meat Stick knows exactly where he is, and he can't get that angle off. Knight's taking some damage here. Looks like they are going to drop. AR's going to pick him up. He's got to get they're going to get the plant down. I have to get the plant down. There's no choice. AR picks him up. The diffuser is going down. Laser picked up MSU. I wasn't sure if he was the one planting the diff or not.
Ooh, shooting through the drone hole there, I think.
I believe you're right, yeah. I mean, clever from Kaneki.
Very clever.
Heads up play. And Meat-Stick's going to pick up Kaneki. Round 2 goes to Wittenberg. 1-1 now. A better round there from Wittenberg, I think.
Absolutely.
I don't think Nebraska was really ready for the vert push as much as maybe they should have been. We'll see how they decide to defend it now. If they decide to, they are going to go back to the same site, and it looks like Wittenberg's going to bring the same operators here. We'll see how they decide to defend it. Looks like they're really not. Although maybe with some roamers like Valkyrie, we will see a bit of a change. But other than that, looks like they're just going to try and lock down site. Well, I was gonna say I'm not sure how they're gonna defend it, but I guess they really can't without Kaid or other than that roamers really. Maybe a mute, but that really didn't seem to do much. Or they played smoke last round. Excuse me. Not sure what MSU is trying to do there, but a little bit of parkour mid-game. Never hurt anybody. It looks like Alibi's going to sit upstairs. As is SMU.
Last round they just had SMU up there, so it seems like they're gonna double up on the defense up there.
I see Knight playing below through the floor. Saber picks up SMU early. There goes one of the roamers. There's another one up there. I'm not sure they know. Well, those are Provid. Not sure it really matters. Okay, here they come. And Kaneki picks up Simmer, but AR gets the refrag, and there goes the roamers. They're gone. They're cleared. Now it's just the people below. It's like Womp messed up a C4 throw there. And they are going to get the doorway sealed with the Aurora. An interesting ability that, you know, really don't see used at a lower elo, but in games like this, blocking off entryways and exits is huge. It can be very, you know, beneficial for your team. Just that added cover. You see Knight, Laser, and Womp still sitting downstairs waiting for the end, or waiting for them to come, holding their angles. You see Mystic pick up Laser with a good frag through the floor. Sees there's another one there, can't do much about it. He knows he's there, just got to get an angle on him. He rotated, doesn't know, or Mystic doesn't know he rotated. Oh, and MST gets picked up by Knight, but AR picks up Womp. And it's just Knight now, sitting in that waiting room area, and now back into Tellers. Mystic planning diff. Diff goes down. He sees him. AR picks up his third kill of the round, picks up Knight, and that's 2-1 in Wittenberg now. A better start here for Witt. Picking up a second round. Taking the lead, their first lead of the night. What a round.
What a round from AR-15. I mean, he's cleaning up things. You know, he took out the roamer at the beginning, and he's really putting the team on his back there. And I mean, I don't want to throw any shade, but the Nebraska was left with their 2-0 and 2s, man. You know, they got to get those kills there, and it just they couldn't find it, but we're gonna see what Nebraska brings to change it up.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna go back to Armory Archives now, having played that third round, and it looks like a little bit of a different operator look
From both teams, really.
Yeah, for both teams. The MST switching off the IQ onto the Thatcher, AR on the Ash. Now, with AR on the Ash, at this point, knowing who AR is and how he plays, he's more than likely just going for frags, entry fragger. That's going to be his job. You know, max speed, max kills. You know, as long as he goes even on the round, it's probably, you know, more or less a good thing. Oh, it looks like he's going to switch off now. I stand correct. He's going to go to the Deimos. Maybe look for the roam clear. They got to get as many of those operators spotted as they can. They only got 2, Thorn and Castle. Still can be helpful, but you know, Castle, at least in my experience, you know, in the my years playing Siege, not an operator often utilized at my level, but at higher levels, slowing them down every second counts, and so being able to slow it down and slow the attackers down really is key. Now I think Azami here is going to be important in that effort, because she creates new angles that no one expects to see, and so when you get peeked from an angle that usually would be wide open, you're thrown off, and so we'll see exactly what she's able to do here, what Kaneki's able to do with Azami. Because that kill is going to pop the fire extinguisher. An interesting update that people, I think it's people, at least in my experience, Kaneki picks up Simmer there, but Kaneki can't pick up a second one on a Killa. But an interesting change in my experience, like people have both had positive and negative reactions to it. With the environment interaction, that has changed, and Knight picks up Mystic here, 5-3. Or 5 versus 3, excuse me. AR's going to drop and go underneath. You would imagine to maybe pick up a frag. Oh, if MST knew he could shoot through that wall. Unlucky. But AR-15 lurking up the stairs here. SMU taking some damage from MST.
Taking some shots.
Can't get the frag. Killer goes down. And MST is really in a tough spot. AR picks one up on a Kaneki. Now he's picked one up, they know where he is. They know where he's coming from. MST's down and MST's dead. Oh, there goes a C4. AR very lucky to be alive, but there he goes. Laser raids, picking up AR to make it 2-2. I really thought that C4 was going to just smack AR right in the face and pick him up. But I don't think it ever went Merc. I think that a zombie play, they weren't really expecting it, but
for sure. I mean, the way Nebraska uses that just looks pretty good. It's looking pretty good for Nebraska with that switch. Oh, the
Mozzie, like I mentioned, got his super shorty back, which people were outraged that he didn't have it. But I feel like he's an underutilized operator in my opinion. Not used often. The ability to capture those drones can be used as not only taking away the operators, the offensive intelligence, right, knowing where things are, but also using it against them. Using the drones to counter against, like, counterintelligence against the attack. Instead of finding the drones finding the defense is using them to find the attack. Now I will say on defense you don't have that sort of liberty with people. Especially if you're sitting on site, people are coming to you because they know where site is. Oh, we see Mystic pick up Kaneki early. I'm not maybe a failed spawn peek there. Didn't really get to see it, but
that's a big pickup for Wittenberg.
Absolutely.
Kaneki really putting the team on his back, so taking out a heavy hitter out early is really good for them.
Yeah, picking up the top frag early is always a good thing. We see, I think that's Laser kind of pinned in that second floor objective there on the roam. We see SMU go up there as well, maybe. Gate picks up Simmer. Can't pick up one through the floor on the C4. Mystic extremely low in health. And he's gonna block off those walls, those entryways. the biggest thing, or one of the biggest things for... Oh, and Walt picks up AR there. Knight taking a lot of damage, a lot of hits. MST goes down. Damaged but not dead. He's going to be able to get picked up. Capcan is down, is dead now. Mystic pushing it even, but MST and Mystic both extremely low.
So is the castle for Nebraska.
Gate and Laser both under half, or or Galt under half. Laser still above, just above, but yeah, it looks like they're just gonna keep trying to open the floor as much as they can. You know, any sort of goofy angle they can pick will be key. They can look into sight, but they can't really do much about it. Just where the defenders are sitting, they kind of need to get down the stairs and swing. 18 seconds to go. They need to do something here. Looks like they are. Killa dropped. Got to push into sight. And he's going to get picked. Mystic picks up one on the Knight. They need to get in his sight and do something. Mystic picks up a quad. Got to start to... He's getting the diffuser down. He's got to stick it. And MST picks up the kill. Short time on the clock. But Wittenberg able to do it and clutch it up. MST picking up the frag. You know, what a round. Quad kill there for Mystic.
Yeah.
I mean, you talk about putting the team on his back there, right then and there, in those last 15 seconds, picked up 2 kills, dropped, planted, or was getting the plant down when MST picked up the kill to end it.
Yeah, and it's like I was saying, you know, Wittenberg is really getting into it. You know, that first map was really kind of like a little test for the team, you know, get some new guys on the team. And it looks like after a small little breaking in the talk, looks like we're putting something together.
Absolutely. It looks like they're going to, I believe, switch it up into supply and customs instead of going ventilation and workshop or bathroom and tellers. So we'll see a big switch off for Witt on the attack. Fuse, Thatcher, Buck, Rora, and then Thermite. You can see at the bottom of your screen. Now, Mute playing Want playing the Mute, Laser on the Bandit, SMU on the Legion, Knight on the Castle, and then Kaneki back on that Ella pick. And we'll see exactly what Wittenberg and Nebraska are going to do here. 5v5. 2 minutes 30 to go. Looks like they're just gonna get the wall open. Yeah, they're just gonna pop the wall. Looks like Womp's gonna try and reinforce right behind Kaneki there. Womp picks up one on the MST. That Thatcher's gone now, but with the fuse above, able to get the wall open now. Kaneki picks up Meat Stick with a good frag. Killa now stunned. AR still above, Simmer still above. Diffuser's dropped outside. Five v 3 here, 70 seconds to go. Laser picks up Killa there. AR picks up the refrag. Gonna have to do a lot of work here. Holding down multiple angles.
4v2 for Witt.
30 seconds to go. 4v1 now. Koniki pick up a second. Picks up one. Doesn't get double swung. Oh, but gets swung from above.
Yep.
Galt rotated above and, just from a hatch he dropped, picks him up. That's 3-3. Heading into, now we're into the switch. Wittenberg now able to play defense. We'll see how they go about it. But first, band face. How would you describe that Wittenberg attack and those attack rounds?
I like what we're doing. We definitely changed up some things. That last round was, I honestly, it was just a little messy. I do like AR with, he's been getting them refrags and really, he's getting those refrags and that's really important, Not letting someone get a free pick is a big part of the game. And I just think, I think we need to communicate and we can get that down or we're going to be good.
For sure. We'll see bands Ace and Mirror, Castle, and Ram. So without the Castle, it'll be interesting to see how Wittenberg decide to, work about slowing the attack down. We'll see Blackbeard, Thermite. We'll see the other ones in a minute. Lion, Ying, and Twitch on attack. Koniki on the Blackbeard. Knight on the Thermite, get Galt on the Ying, Laser on the Lion, and then Womp on now into the Finko, switching off the Twitch. I believe Koniki's still on the Blackbeard. He is.
Blackbeard, yeah. We saw that get banned in the first map.
We did. Now we'll be able to see them utilize it. It'll be interesting to see how they decide to. But AR on his Azami that he likes playing. MST on the Valkyrie, Simmer on the Warden, Killa on the Goyo, and the Meat Stick playing the Mute. I see Koniki just, lights are out, away we go for Koniki here.
What are you feeling about that Goyo pick? I heard a little fluctuation in the voice when you said it.
It's not someone you see. I don't want to say it's not someone you see often play because, at least in my experience, having been with a team for a while, they don't, on some sites he's very useful. I don't know if we'll be able to see it tonight. I don't know what our third map is, but Bank Basement, Goyo is instrumental in defending. But here, I'm not sure I've seen him played. So I don't know. On the first floor objective, I can see it. On this objective, I don't know. I'm not sure. So I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it's not possible. I just don't know.
Yeah.
Everyone else, are fairly standard operators you see played, especially in this comp level. Warden probably brought to in case of a, did not even know there was one right there. That's unfortunate. There's a Goyo canister on that breach, but MSC's going to pick up Laser, the good frag. Oh, but Womp pushes in. It's just max W key. Yeah. Simmer in a tight spot here. Oh, but Simmer's going to pick him up. Picks up Koniki. Kill is down, but not out yet. Diffuser goes. That SMG-12 incredibly difficult to control. V-Stick taking some hits. Taking some hits is going to go down in the fire. Not sure how that happened. Simmer's going to get picked up by Knight there. Better round there for Nebraska, picking up the 4-3, heading into round 8. We'll see if Wittenberg's going to switch off that top site and going to go back to the first floor, or to the first floor in general. Now, not having to go to the first floor, going to the first floor anyway is interesting.
I agree.
Usually playing a second floor site, especially when there's no ceiling to break through, because on some maps there is. If you think Coastline, Nighthaven Labs, there's others. Theme Park, I think is a comp map still. I actually don't know. I know it's a ranked map. I don't know if it's a comp map, but the point is, second floor objectives with hatches or anything exposed to the outside are more difficult to defend. But this one with no exposed roof, really the only entryway either from like those balconies or from downstairs. It's interesting to see the switch, but we'll see. I'm sure there's a strategy for it. Bit of a failed spawn peek there. No, maybe not. Picks up one,
Nice.
and he's gonna stay alive and try and pick up another. I'm sure. He's out of there,
I
Scoot.
love seeing AR on the vigil. The way he just moved
Womp.
around the map and
Womp not happy about it. Picks up a kill. A bit of a not quite a refrag, but kind of keeping the
Kaneki
simmer
with
there. Here come the calls. Sound cues going out to the attackers here.
he knows he's there.
Mystic picks up Kaneki. Good pick. Ooh, and Womp. Or Galt's going to pick up the refrag on a Mystic. And he's going to pick up the defender cams. Ooh, and Mystic got found out. Not sure how. Oh, the bulletproof above him was in offensive. The offense could have used it now or then, but Knight's going to pick up Killa. That Dokubi is annoying. It's frustrating.
Absolutely,
When they get access to the defender cameras, it's like the Mozzie. When those intelligence tools are used against you, it's hard, because you're getting flanked or you're getting spotted by something that you put to spot the other team.
Looks like
basically.
we're going back upstairs.
Yeah.
Second floor.
A bit of a different look now with Cade still on the board, and Meatstick playing the bandit. Looks like they're just gonna try and either trick the wall, or I'm not sure, but they're doing something with two electric operators. AR on the Azami, Simmer on the Warden, and Killer back on the Goyo. Now we did see the Goyo go kind of backfire a little bit with Meatstick getting killed by it. Now I'm not sure if he was directly killed by it, but he was at least downed in the fire, which finished him. So we'll see Womp on the knock or Nook, depending on how you decide to pronounce it with that with the name. Laser on the Goyo, excuse me. On the Capitao, SMU on the Thatcher, Knight on the Thermite, and Kaneki back on the Ash, I believe it is. So we'll see. Simmer goes down early to Kaneki. Picked him up in the hallway.
And we see that from Kaneki. He gets those early little picks here and there in the round, and that's a big power shift.
Absolutely. AR, I can hear him, can't see him.
Ooh,
Picks up one and is knocked. I wonder if he's gonna toss it. And he's gonna get the kill. That is
Good pick.
a good pick. Good heads up from AR, knowing he's got that util. Laser is gonna pick up AR though. Gets the refrag. Mystic taking some damage here.
Laser with the kill on MST.
MST, picking up the frag, or landing some shots, but unable to do it. Killer picks up Galt. Can't pick up Konecki, and round 9 goes to Nebraska here. Six to 3 is going to be match point here. 3 rounds from the switch and 3 wins for Nebraska. At this point, kind of surprised we haven't seen a timeout from Wittenberg yet on this map. So, not sure what Wittenberg are going to decide to do here. The band goes. Vigil and Doak are out.
Doak, wow.
Both of as I say, there goes the timeout. And we got to look at the scoreboard here. AR top fragging with 11, Misik on 8, Simmer on 5, Killer on 3, MST on 2, Knight with 4, Womp on 8, SMU, Gold on 9, Laser on 7, and Konecki on 9. Another interesting thing to see is here, if you look at the deaths, 7, so for Nebraska, 7, 7, 5, 6, and 4 is less than 7, 6, 9, 8, and 8. Now, that might sound obvious. Like, they have more round wins. Of course they have, less deaths. But the reason that's important is having that, just having the body, having the person, puts pressure on the other team. Now that person may not get any kills, may not pick it, may not even do any damage, but the fact that they are there, that they are alive, puts pressure on the attack or the defense, whichever way you look at it. Now we see a little bit of a play here. Fenrir is a powerful operator if used properly. Lots of traps here.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Lots of trap operators here. Not a lot of wall denial. Not a lot of, intel. I guess somewhat intel, but a lot of traps. 4 trap operators and then Meatstick playing the Aruni. Who I guess I could even be considered a trap operator herself. Womp switching to a Nook, Laser on the Deimos, Knight onto a Sledge, and then Twitch. Konecki's playing the Twitch. Galt stays on the Finka. We see the attackers released here. Looks like someone's going to go for a cheeky spawn peek. I think. Looks like he was, but not anymore. We see Rooney targeted by Deimos. So Deimos now knows exactly where Rooney is and is probably feeding that information to the other team. But we see Deimos run into a Capcan trap. Maybe not realizing he was there, or he was on the team. He was in the field. Excuse me. MST takes damage. Knight's gonna pick him up. Meatstick looking to open up the way. A wall, trying to look. Pick up a kill. AR is gonna go down to SMU Galt with the GSH 18, I believe. If I didn't know any better, I'd say that the attack's going for a pistol only round here. Which
I did see it, yeah.
I'm Wittenberg. I'm taking a little bit of offense to that. Misik's going to pick up Knight. Laser taking up the damage here. He's going to go get picked up by Killa. Galt looking for a frag. Killa picks up 1. Can't pick up Konecki. Or Killa picks up Konecki, excuse me. SMU picks up Killa. Meatstick now picks up Galt. frag, refrag, and refrag. I mean, it's what this game is. It looks like they are going to go. I mean, not sure what Nebraska's doing here, but maybe feeling a little bit cocky. Not over yet. Still able to win this round. Womp's going to get picked up here. Or, excuse me, Womp's going to pick up Meat Stick. Simmer now. Here's Diffuser going down in the default plant. And he's going to pick up the frag, and he's going to disable with the clutch. Simmer's going to take a round back for Wittenberg here. Yeah. Making it 6-4 here, 10 rounds played, heading into the 11th.
Like you said, if I was Wittenberg here, I'd take a lot of offense to a pistol-only round for Nebraska. It's mad disrespectful, and I feel like that should set a fire under Wittenberg and just put some motivation to the team right there.
Yeah,
for sure.
And I'm not sure Nebraska mean it with full disrespect. I'm sure a lot of it is fun and games, but
of course, all in good taste.
Yes, of course, all in good taste. That's a perfect way to put it. But we'll see a change to that, I'm sure, with Galt picking up Cali. Maybe not. Maybe we won't, but we shall see. Now, a different look for Wittenberg here. Meat Stick on Doc, who we haven't seen played yet. Kill on a Jaeger, who I don't believe we've seen Wittenberg play Jaeger yet. MSD and Simmer both on a Rooney and Capcan respectively, but then AR playing on Scopos, which is an interesting one, to say the least. For those of you who are, don't know, Scopos is a newer operator who controls two sort of robot drones, and she can switch freely between them. So if you have one in one spot and one in another in a gunfight, you can switch and flank. Excuse me.
And there's times where that can come in clutch,
Absolutely,
it's a little unexpected, and I'm liking it.
We see one of the Scopos drones down there. We'll see if he switches off or decides to stay on it, because he could just be drawing their attention there. But I'm not sure he has one anymore. I don't know if he has his second alive. He does. It looks like.
Looks like Fuse is running the shield,
which is an interesting one. I don't think you see that often. Scopos now targeted by Damos, so Damos knows where Scopos is. Well, SMU's or Galt's gonna pick up Simmer. Looks like Nebraska's doing the pistols only again. Yeah. But looks like Kill is gonna get the health back from Meat Stick, which is huge. Like I said, having that extra body, having that extra health, just puts the pressure on the other team. Laser is gonna go down to MST. Good frag there for Wittenberg.
AR, here's the drop.
Here's the drop. Knows one's coming. Can't pick up the kill, but nice to pick up MST. Not sure how, but...
Oh, I think it was the fuse.
Yeah, the fuse.
Wow.
And AR's going to pick up some damage.
Not much,
Not a ton.
Drop down.
And Kill is going to pick up the frag. 3v3 now. I wonder if Bravo's got the other Scopos drone. I don't know where it is. I don't think I've seen him switch off it.
AR with the kill on SMU. Right as he was vaulting that window.
Galt goes down. Killa has to be smart here, not swing anything he doesn't need to. 3v2. They have to plant the diffuser.
Looks like they're getting the plant down.
Yeah, it looks like Connie's
Womp holding this angle for him.
Womp knows one, but AR does too.
Gets the kill.
Ooh, Konecki picks up AR there with a good frag.
You know where he's at.
On Konecki picks up Killa.
He was under the kill.
Ooh, and
That's
Mystic's
out.
going to pick him up, and he's going to get the
Get
defuse
a
off.
defuse.
Nebraska still
Only
going
round.
for that pistols only round, and it's coming down to the 1v1s, and defenders win around 11, so it's 6-5 here, and if you're Nebraska, you're probably looking to stop the pistol only nonsense.
Stop that tomfoolery.
Again, as we say, all in good taste, all in good fun. But we'll see how they decide to go about this now. 1 point to overtime. Gonna go ventilation workshop.
And once it's in overtime, it's win by 2, correct?
It is.
Yeah.
Up until I think it's round 15. And then at that point, it's whoever, or I believe it's round 15. Maybe it's round 17. We can get a look at the scoreboard. We'll be able to tell you. So round 11 would be match point, then 12, 13. Yeah, I think it is 15. 15 is the decider. If you're tied at 15 or heading into round 15, it is you get either attack or defense, and like usually. So how overtime works, I explained a little bit of it earlier. But you head in with you get to play 1 attack, 1 defense. It's sort of like NFL football. Both teams get a chance to attack. Both teams get a chance to defend. But before or after that point, once it hits round 15, you get attack or defense. I think it's a coin flip. I think it's random, or not random, but 50-50. And at that point, you don't get the chance to, once it hits round 15, you don't get a chance to play the other side. So it's win by 2 until it goes to round 15.
I may be incorrect, but I think this is AR's first time on Alibi for the
I think
match.
you're right. I think you're right there. I think you're right. MSTM on Lucy. He's going to get pushed out by a frag. But it doesn't look like he's staying. Looks like he fragged it and just kind of walked away.
It does look like Nebraska is pistol only. Maybe they're just holding it, but we'll see.
Womp is going to take some damage here. Saber picks up Konecki. That's huge.
Very big.
Knight taking some damage. Laser picks up Killa. Not going to boost with Finko. Get some of that health back. AR picks up Knight. It's a good frag. Capcan now targeted by Deimos. Deimos and Capcan know exactly where each other are now. Laser taking some hits.
They pick up the diffuser again.
Camera's going to go out. From that Argus, those zero cams are quite useful. Laser's going to pick up AR here. 3v2. Or he's going to pick up a triple on a meat stick. On for the ace. MST picking up Womp Womp. He's the last one alive, and MST is going to pick it up. And we're going to OT. Round 12 goes to Wittenberg. 3 rounds on the trot. 6-6 heading into round 13.
Yeah.
Bands restored. We see Wittenberg start on defense now. So nothing really changes with the bands, but you will see next round when Nebraska's on defense that their bands or the bands they made for the attackers will be come back. Then after that, it'll be round 15. Now, I don't know. I said before, 15th round is a coin flip. I'm not sure that's the case. Now thinking about it, since Wittenberg started on is starting overtime on defense, they might go attack, defense, attack, or defense, attack, and defense. Now that last round might be a coin flip. I'm not sure, but we'll see.
We see AR on the defender again, and I mean, like you said before, when used correctly and used right, it can be a very dangerous threat.
Absolutely. You know, as a defender with, you know, a weapon like the MP7, it is incredibly powerful. I will say, the one attacker who does have it, Zero can put a 1.5 on it, which makes it that much more, you know, powerful. But anything, you know, I've learned quickly in this game over a long time of playing. Usually, fire rate trumps pretty much everything. Since it's a one shot headshot, right? The more bullets you can spray faster than the other person, you are more likely to get lucky and land a headshot. That's why DMRs are, you know, as powerful as they are, because you can. It will fire as fast as you can shoot it. That's why guns like the LMGs and stuff aren't always viable, just because they're so fire rate. A lot of damage going to the blue team, to Nebraska.
SMU picks up one on Simmer and then Wampa, I think.
Picks up meat stick.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. But like you said, SMU taking some damage, Wampa taking some damage from that cap can.
I was gonna say his cap can traps, yeah. Looks like they might start going for a plan already. With oh no, excuse me, they're still on the second or the first floor site.
I do like the Ying from SMU.
Yeah, that'll be an interesting one to see how they utilize that.
It's a very good utility right there.
Now without Warden, they can't really do anything to counter Ying, except for maybe they could have played a Jaeger. But obviously on defense, you don't know what the attacks bring in until you see them. See AR lands some hits on a Womp. Killer picks up Womp now.
Good cleanup by Killer right there.
Yeah, finishing the kill.
Now it's just a game of time.
45 seconds on the clock.
I like all the angles we're holding here.
Absolutely.
Good kill
AR
by
picks up a laser.
Yep.
Good frag. Patient. Pushes him to 16. MST picks up Knight. Can he pick up a second one? He's blinded. Lands a big hit. Can he land a second one? He can. Finishes him. Konecki, last one alive here. SMU was the last one alive, excuse me.
Yeah.
And it looks like he had just about every status effect one could have.
Yeah.
But Wittenberg take the first overtime match. Score 6-7 here. For all you 6-7 fans at home. And we'll see the bands come back that Wittenberg and Nebraska have played. Now, one thing I will say, it looks like Wittenberg have played themselves kind of into this game, into this match. Having started that first map, going down and losing 7-1. Not a great feeling. I don't think anyone likes it. Because simply that was just, Nebraska just outplayed them, outmatched them. But here, heading into the switch at 3-3, losing 3 rounds. Now, with SMU, or Nebraska's shenanigans, playing pistol only, sure, whatever. But you still have to play who's in front of you. And, the fact that they decided to do that is it was their choice. But that last round specifically, Nebraska wasn't doing any funny tricks. No pistol only. No, whatever. And so they kind of, Witt Esports has the momentum, has the rhythm down,
Exactly.
and Nebraska really didn't.
And honestly, I feel like we're looking at from last map to this map. We're looking at a completely different Wittenberg team.
Absolutely, and we see one picked up early from Konecki goes down from the rappel here.
Meat Stick has really been putting on a master class in this map. Really picking up some crucial kills when needed, especially in an overtime situation like this. And Womp takes out Meat Stick.
Unfortunately, as soon as a bit of commentator's curse there.
Oh gosh.
We see AR on a Flores.
He knows it.
Ooh,
Oh, the
Womp's gonna
was
pick him up. That's a tough. That's a
really tough peak. Womp getting 2 for the round.
He's gonna swing in here. Simmer, maybe looking to pick up diff. He does have it now.
Simmer knows he's playing that peak. He's gonna hold it.
Except he's gonna rotate now.
Yeah. Takes a little damage off Knight.
Not poor aim. Womp picks up
another
a triple. Picks
Womp
up a quad.
with
He's
the
going for the
quad.
ace. Ooh, and he's lots of damage there from Simmer, or onto Simmer. Oh,
And
Knight's gonna pick it
Knight
up.
picks up the last kill.
7-7 heading into round 15, and we'll see. They are gonna swap roles, and Womp is upset. He didn't get the
Bad
ace.
teammates. Wow. I mean,
But we are gonna see a role swap here. Got it all on camera too. Not sure who Notorious Navy is.
yeah, I really don't know who that is.
But Insta post. Stolen ace caught in 4K. See, it's all fun and games in the chat right now. 7-7 overtime match point. We see Wittenberg back on defense.
We see AR back on the alibi. I do like the alibi from AR.
Yeah.
A lot. Little Maestro too from Meat Stick. This is interesting. We're seeing Maestro for the first time, I think, in both maps.
I believe you're right.
I'm pretty sure.
We saw Maestro or Misik working on with some Maestro strats earlier before the game started.
Right.
Um,
See that.
so we'll see exactly how he decides to play him.
I did always like Maestro's kit. I think it's very unique.
I mean, it is. I mean,
Yeah.
with that LMG, he's the only operator who has access to it. The cameras are incredibly
Annoying.
yeah.
That's a
I
good
mean, it's
way to describe
frustrating. Annoying is the perfect way to put it. They are frustrating to play against. They're frustrating, especially if you're, on attack trying to plant. You get
Beamed.
beamed by them. You can't do anything about it. You turn to shoot it. The shield, the little camera shield is closed, and you're stuck.
We see Konecki get a little damage on Simmer.
Yeah.
Konecki back on the Ash. Seems to really like it.
It's like all the roamers on the top floor have kind of dropped off. like conceding the vert play now. Knight taking big damage there, I'm assuming from a Capcom trap. Womp's going to pick up 15, or AR, excuse me. Now here come the hatches getting opened, and I'm assuming fuse charges. Knight's going to get picked up, or pick up a kill with a fuse charge.
To get some damage.
Meat stick kill and Simmer. Last one's alive here for Wittenberg. Last hope here. Try and save this round. Simmer picks up one, but Meat stick picked up by Kaneki. Simmer, Womp picks up Killa. This could spell the end. Simmer here. Still alive. Galt's going to get the plant down.
And the diffuser is planted. So now it's
4v1 here.
time on the clock.
Simmer's going to pick up Womp. Looking to get a kill onto.
That's annoying. Fire extinguisher goes off.
And Galt's going to pick up Simmer. And that'll be the game. That'll be the game tonight. That'll be the match. A close one for Wittenberg, taking it all the way to round 15. You know, a much better round, or much better map, a much better performance than we saw in the first game, the first map on border or Fortress, excuse me. I mean, an outstanding performance from AR and Meat Stick there, as we see them being top fragging, but fair play, fair enough to Nebraska, and not a bad performance in the first game of the season. What are your thoughts?
I mean, I think we definitely probably had some nerves, and I feel like that first map didn't go our way pretty badly, but that second map we kind of picked up the pace, and
for sure,
we kind of set a little tone there, and I'm excited to see what the rest of the season is going to look like for this team.
Absolutely, and like you were saying, change the tone a little bit, and going into the switch at 3-3, having played defense first, it was, or did we play attack first?
I think we were attack first.
I think you're right. Excuse me. Heading to the switch at 3-3 on it, going into attack or going into defense, is a pretty good place to be. If you're Wittenberg, it's helpful, and because you then have the pressure off you of the timer. That's a pressure that no one really thinks about in comp game or watching. But in the game yourself, like you only have as an attacker, you only have I think it's 3 minutes or 2 minutes 30 seconds. Yeah. It's not a long time at all, and it goes by very quickly. And so not having that pressure on of the timer takes a weight off your shoulders. Being able to play defensive, hold a passive angle, and let the attack come to you is helpful. It's a change of pace. It's a change of rhythm, but I feel like it benefits whatever team is in the lead. They have a little bit more. They're a little bit more relaxed. Yeah. I think because the attack, you're like we have the burden of planning the diffuser, picking up frags, and so heading into the defense, I felt like we were confident. Losing 3 in a row to make it 6-3 was not great. And then, Nebraska doing the pistols only. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. Yeah. But like I said, with Wittenberg, you have to play who's in front of you. You have to play, whatever guns they're using doesn't matter. You have to play against it. Whatever gadgets they're using, whatever operators they're bringing, you have to play against it. And they did. They did the business, and they took that first overtime round, but just unlucky and fell a little bit short in those next two. But as you said, very excited to look forward to the next few games of the season and what this team can bring, and see how they can evolve and change and grow. And I think that'll be key in their success this season. So
absolutely.
Overall, not a bad showing.
Not a bad showing at all.
In the first game, but we look forward to next week. I think we have a lot of different teams now playing. I think we'll have Rocket League next week. And did you mention?
Yeah, Overwatch will be coming up next week, I think.
Overwatch will start. New team this semester, I believe. Overwatch team will be back, or we'll start up this next week, and then we'll have Valorant I think is next week as well, and then Siege. I think will be the last game of the week on Thursday. So
I think that's what it's gonna be.
So good schedule looking ahead, and more streams for you guys, and we look forward to it.
Yep.
So we thank you guys for watching. We'll get you next time.
Thank you.